down, man.
All right,
Yeah,
there we
man.
go.
Dog,
We
man, I was at the shit though for the look at it though.
Let's go.
we in the building, man. We in the building. Is we
Barely.
potting
Look at it
podcast?
though.
Man, it's another crazy ass week, man.
Because the girl got two niggas instead of his two
Yeah,
women.
that's an understatement.
Like
Like
I was about to say, I'm like, who the hell's that? Um,
Shit.
yeah, man. Let's get the show on the road, man. We about 8 people short, man. There's only 4 of us in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got me, Robbie, Lucci, man. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Body bags in the building. You know what I'm saying? Audio hydration on YouTube and whatnot. Um, I mean, yeah, man, a lot of stuff, man, a lot of stuff, man. We gonna try to keep this respectful and whatnot, I guess, for the sake of getting monetized and whatnot. But let's get this first topic out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Brother Love, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sean Puffy Combs.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's
man,
so
brother
funny?
Diddy, man. D
Bro,
baby.
it's
Why are you
You thought
laughing?
it better love.
That's his name, man. That's his legal name. You know what I'm saying? Brother Diddy, man. Brother B Diddley, man. Um,
Oh, whoa.
that's what they call him, man. B Diddley,
Beat
man.
Diddley.
Yeah, man. The
buddy love.
Diddler.
Oh, buddy love.
Yeah, man. The Diddler is at it again, man.
Oh no.
Man. Yeah, man. Brother Sean or Brother Love, whatever you want to. I don't know. I don't
Oh
know, man. He got like
shit.
15 names, man. But
No, you said the dinner, bro. That sounds
Diddler.
crazy.
Nah, let's call him that, brother Diddler, man.
yeah, man. The Diddler has struck again.
Damn.
Um, allegedly. If y'all didn't know, man, the singer slash actor, Cassie, has, I think like, about a week ago filed a federal civil lawsuit, accusing Diddy of a lot of heinous shit. Everything from grape to, trafficking, if you will, to solicitation, physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, all type of mess, man. It's just a lot going on. The report was about 35 pages long. It detailed a lot of stuff in the most graphic ways possible. Um, Now, initially, she sued for a settlement of $30 million. And it was literally the settlement was reached like literally like the next day, like within hours of the federal civil suit being filed. If y'all didn't know, in New York they have a law there that basically allows people to accuse people of a crime past the statute of limitations. So even if it happened 10 plus years later, you can still accuse a person of that crime past a certain amount of years. I forgot what it's actually called, but it is specific to New York. So Cassie and Diddy were together for about 10 years. It's a long time on and off. They broke up as recent as I think 2018, 2019, or something like that. Since then, she's moved on. She got married, had a kid. Um, and
By the trainer. Let's not come on, man.
I
Let's just
mean,
get that out there, man.
hey man, she got married, she had a kid, what I'm saying? Diddy, didn't give her no babies, He didn't get married to her, but they were dating for quite a time, what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things she's seen and dealt with allegedly, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of other people who had a lot of choice words for Diddy since the situation, arise because this was a federal civil suit, which means the police did get involved. They tried to play some dirty games, concerning trying to get some evidence. Uh, it didn't work out the way they initially thought. I do feel like if this shit would have went to court, a lot would have been revealed. So, Brother Love definitely was very smart for settling this as fast as he could because if not, this shit really would have went to court and a lot of things would have gotten revealed. I mean, there's hospital reports, you
What?
know, yeah, on file. Um,
What's that mean though? Hospital reports.
just of alleged abuse and assault. You know, um,
Oh, then he need to go to jail then, cause this nigga nasty. If you
Yeah,
really look, if you really look
I
at
I mean,
mean,
come
it
on,
didn't, it
man.
didn't, it didn't go through because we don't, what I'm saying, we don't necessarily know for sure. They would have to prove that it was
Yeah,
him specifically, and a lot of the timeline would have to match up, and you need a lot of corroborating evidence. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
we are
yeah.
talking about the diddler here, and
Yeah,
I don't know anything about Diddy, man. This man is arguably, I'm talking about arguably, the most accused black entertainer in hip hop history, maybe black music history. This man got allegations going back at least 2 to 3 decades. And
yeah,
literally everyone has dirt on this man,
yeah. J
whether
Lo
it's
said
anyone
they was
connected
dating.
to him or anyone outside. It could be anyone from Kim Porter, his former, what I'm saying, mother of his children, rest in peace. His other baby moms, Misa Hilton, Albie Shore, his former bodyguard, Gene Deal, former bad boy artists, anyone from fucking D Block to Total to what's the brother name? Carl.
He's a freak bull, man. He a freak
One,
bull, man.
Nah,
Like,
Carl wasn't down with none of that, man. With
one of
all
them
due
girls from
respect.
Danity, one of them girls from Danity Kane
Danity
said,
Kane, Aubrey
she said,
O'Day.
I told y'all. And then remember
yeah,
you had J Lo. J Lo said back when they broke up back in 2001, like he was abusive.
Yeah, J Lo. I mean, there's all kinds of people, man, who have something to say. People you would have never even thought, man. Like they
That's the
got,
only thing they really need, though. If everybody, if it's a lot of people, that's too many niggas. That's too many witnesses
bro.
to
It's,
be
it's it's
sitting
just
and saying
so
it's
many
wrong.
stories, man. I don't know if Diddy, or Diddler had anyone sign NDAs, and they just never said anything for a very long time. But you got a lot of people coming out with a lot of stories, whether it's crazy sex parties or um alleged abuse physically or enticing kids or all type of mess, man. Grooming, what I'm saying, younger artists at a certain time in their life, and then
You
uh
might have to sit down with Ines.
I mean, hey man, it's a lot going on, man. The Usher shit, the Justin Bieber shit, the Misa Hilton shit, the Andre Harrell shit, the former bad boy artist on the label shit. Like I, I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And like I said, these allegations aren't new. I'm not gonna lie. These allegations aren't new. There have been people who hinted at a lot of this stuff for years. It just didn't. It wasn't in the radar as much, or people just didn't care, or whenever certain things would happen, the brother would, change his name legally, and then it's just a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. But basically, that's the whole gist of everything. I want brothers to, have their opinions on the matter. Because it's a lot, man. Specifically about Cassie. Like, what do we think about Cassie? Like, do y'all feel like she has dirt on her hands too, or she should have not have taken the settlement and preferred to take this to court?
I
What
mean,
else?
it wasn't a criminal thing, so it
Yeah, but
wouldn't
it
have
was
mattered
federal.
anyway.
So I mean, it was federal, and
Yeah,
he's
I
also
true.
don't
being
like that. I
accused.
don't like that,
But
though.
like,
I don't like
but the
that,
thing
bro.
is,
I don't like that, bro. I like
He's
just
also
here.
being
if you,
accused right now, currently by somebody else. You know what I'm
See,
but if
saying?
that's
you
what I
look,
don't like about the
go back to
situation,
those
Cujo.
pictures. Go back to them pictures with her with him him and Cassie. Like sometimes she looked like she was forcing happiness on her. I could tell in a smile like that. Like sometimes I could like. So some of the shit she might be saying might be true. Like the whole thing, like I said earlier, like paying men to come in and you know get busy with her, and then he in the corner getting happy with himself. Like that was
You
one of the
a
things.
cuck holder, man.
Oh yeah.
That's a cuck. I'm telling you, like, I'm trying to figure out, did he send a trainer or a husband on that mission too and watch them, like get down? Like, I'm trying. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Why
But
do you want to know that?
no,
Robbie,
I
of all
want to
people,
know
like you
if
Come
saying,
that was one
on,
of the guys that he
you the
assigned.
last
Because
person
like
Lord
what
be
they
asking somebody
said
that, man.
that Diddy was getting all kind of dudes to run ding dong up in Cassidy. He was sitting there watching. So me personally, I want to know if the nigga that she's with right now, who was what both of they trainer, right? At one
Yeah,
time.
apparently, yeah.
I wanted to know if the nigga was being a cuckold at that time. Like, is that the type of shit that Diddy was that Puff was on? I don't know, man.
I
It's a wild
mean,
shit. Let me say what I don't like about this though is, bro, I don't like that motherfucker come back 10, 15 years, bro, and slap a charge on a man, bro. Like, that's something. I mean, I don't agree with
yeah.
women getting hard and all that shit. Like, gate.
right.
But
I
you
don't
also
agree
gotta
with
look
that,
at
but I don't
you
like
also
that.
gotta hey Lucy though. You gotta think of this situation though. Diddy got a lot of power. So in her position, she was probably in a position where she had to really wait for the right moment and no longer how long she thought that moment was. So like if on her case, because it's two sides to everything. Like I get what you're saying. So Diddy can have some crazy stories, but it might not be right, it might not be fully true. But on her side, it's like that Diddy's higher than her. So he damn near if he don't create half of them crazy stories true, that means he already a wild ass person. On top of that, like those things is true. She might have to like know when to fight her case. You know what I'm saying? And now so many stories coming out. Um, I feel like it's two sides of this, but Diddy just got a lot of. I just seen him play my cousin just showed me a video of him acting like a Joker, then almost getting in a fight with somebody from Power. Like it was kind of crazy.
They banned him from even wearing that costume again. Like they banned
With
him
the
from that.
Joker,
He did it. You know what's crazy? He did a good
the
job
Joker,
acting, dude.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
banned him from wearing that
when
shit.
they did
Like,
that,
uh, after
who did
initially,
that?
I don't remember, but I just know that specifically he got banned from wearing that shit. That's all I know. He couldn't
That's
wear that
crazy.
costume again.
He trying to run up on 2-Bit like that. 2-Bit didn't know who the fuck he was. 2-Bit
Two
about to
bit is
knock his
crazy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
2-Bit about
remember
to
that.
knock
Yeah,
his ass out, man. Like don't fuck with
yeah.
nobody from the Power universe, bro. We don't play that shit over y'all, bro. We
Oh
don't play
my god.
that shit, Diddy. You barking up the wrong tree
The
right
way
there,
you try to
man.
link this to Power is crazy, man. You know what's funny? 50 was always one of the most outspoken person
Yeah.
when it came to Diddy.
Yeah,
Like
50 hate that. 50 hate that dude,
50
bro.
can't stand Puff, man.
He
So
hates
when all of this shit came out, he was the first person that's like, I told y'all, this man a creep, freaky ass boy. Like he was
Surviving
always
Diddy.
the one right there. And I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't the only one. Like it's just something about him, man. When you mention his name in an interview, the way rappers like they just I don't know, man. Like the look on their face when you talk about, hey man, you ever been to a Diddy party or you ever been around Diddy? Have you ever hung around him? Da 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 da. Man, it's either they get it very uncomfortable or I don't know, man. It's just like a very weird energy, man. But honestly, all of that is really speculation. I don't really have any definitive proof. It's just, people feel like he parties very hard, and there's a lot of stuff that goes down industry wise at a lot of the parties he hosts or attends. So I'm not really too sure. But what I will say, I mean, you just seen a whole host of other people be accused within the last week or so. Like literally yesterday,
Don't like
everyone from
Cujo.
Jamie Foxx,
I
Trey
hate that,
Songz
bro.
again,
I don't, bro. That's what I
uh,
don't like.
Jerry Levine. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Yeah, it was Trey Songz, Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx, Jerry Levine.
Hey,
I think somebody else I can't really name, and a lot of those cases are going back to the mid '90s, mid 2000s. Now, one case was thrown out, one specifically by Trey Songz, where the girl was accusing that, he took off a women's brawl in the middle of a party and, yada, yada, yada. But they threw the case out because she, basically took too long to file it. So, the case was essentially thrown out. Listen, Trey Songz is another one with a very sketchy past, a very, questionable story. Everything, everyone from Keke Palmer to the Gonzalez twins accusing him of, rape. And, a lot of that didn't basically go through. Cases would get dismissed, or there just wasn't enough sufficient evidence basically for, anything to really truly like stick in his case. So I'm not going to just straight up say I believe every single alleged file that gets filed essentially against someone. Like I don't necessarily want to do that. Because sometimes women do be lying. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Like some of the women who
Man, they
accused
lied
Bill,
on Bill. Man, they lied on Bill, man.
Lucci.
You know that
even
joint, man.
after Bill, what I'm saying,
My
20,
cousin agree with
40
Lucci
years
though on
later,
that trainer shit.
yeah, a lot of them cases were thrown out concerning Bill too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to necessarily jump the gun when it comes to. I literally, what's crazy? I was just on Twitter earlier today. I seen a Twitter thread of famous women, right, who were alleged abusers or who, ran, a cult ring alongside some very powerful men in Hollywood, and that doesn't get the same press or the same amount of attention, as a lot of the powerful men. A lot of people, talk about Epstein a lot, but they don't talk
What
about
about this
Ghislaine.
clientele list, though? Epstein,
Right.
man. Jeffrey
But they don't talk
Epstein,
about,
folks.
Ghislaine Maxwell, you know what I'm saying? His partner in crime, who is a woman, who was also accused of a lot of heinous, disgusting shit. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't get enough press like that. Even someone like Jada Pinkett, with all due respect, she was accused of allegedly dealing with a minor back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Mary J. Blige, another one.
T.I. and
You know what I'm
Tiny,
saying? Yeah.
like
So
accused of sex trafficking.
Well, women can't get accused, man. Like if I don't know, man, because I think in the
Loose smoke.
psychological of a human, they just know a younger dude, a older woman, maybe her MILF age, 30, 40, coming on to like maybe a 16, 17-year-old, maybe even 15-year-old horny ass boy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna
it's
crack them cakes.
it's
He
not
might
it's
be
not
school
it's not
teacher.
And nobody gonna have a problem with it. It's just a vice versa, like one of the world's vice versa. Like, when women, it's a little different because look at women as a weaker, not
bro. I
Not a
seen a
school
saying
Twitter
it's weak,
teacher.
thread. Hold on.
but
I seen a Twitter thread of Madonna, for example, talking about how she would go to PR and what I'm saying, and assault young Puerto Rican men back in her youth, or dating relatively younger men, you know what I'm saying, 15, 16 years old, when she was in her early to mid 20s, late 20s or so. And literally that doesn't really get the same amount of evidence. All I'm saying is, I'm not gonna lie, Misa Hilton, for example, that's one of Diddy's baby moms. That's the one he had Justin Combs with, the light skinned older dude. He's not even the oldest, but he's one of, I think he is the oldest son of all his sons, because Quincy isn't his biological son. That's I'll Be Sure's kid. But if y'all know anything about Misa Hilton, she's a very famous fashion designer. She is actually, no, I wouldn't say a designer. Well, a designer and stylist. All right. She done styled a lot of people in hip hop that, what I'm saying, y'all respect. Everyone from Lil Kim to Kidada Jones, all them 90s women, bro. She styled, man, whether it's music videos, TV shows, all that type of shit. And she's Diddy's baby moms. Apparently, Justin Combs got arrested for a DUI not too long ago. And Misa and Diddy were both in the car when the incident happened. And it was alleged that Diddy possibly made his own son take the rap for something he allegedly did. And Misa, she took to Instagram to
Justin Combs, is that
basically,
Is that the dark skin one that look like him?
Nah, that's the other one. That's the light skin one. The
Oh,
light
that's the
skin.
light skin one. Oh, the cocky.
Yeah,
Okay,
light
I
skin
know.
one. The one that the one that looks Blasian or whatever.
Oh,
That
okay.
one. Yeah. So she took to Instagram and was kind of alluding to some like what comes out in the dark must come in the light type of stuff. And I had to really think about that. Like, with all due respect, I don't know if he made you sign the NDA, but you did have a child with this man. So if you've been complicit for 20 plus years, I mean, how much do you know? You know what I'm saying? And are you trying to allude that this man paid you to be quiet? Like, are you trying to allude that this man, basically supported you to keep your mouth shut? And now that you're upset, you want to kind of allude to certain shit? So basically, in a sense, she basically, I kind of noticed, that Justin kind of been distant. I haven't really seen him any pictures with Diddy and the rest of them. He kind of just been doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because most of Diddy's kids have different moms. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Kim Porter, Misa Hilton. He had a kid with another light skinned chick. I think she was a model, if I'm not too, because he has two twin daughters. You know what I'm saying? And a recent baby. So most of them all have different moms for the most part. She kind of kept her distance, man, since that incident happened, man. It kind of just been talking down on Diddy, man, for the most part. So I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like some of these women are complicit and that they've seen so much shit, they just stop giving a damn. And then they get to a certain point where they're like, maybe I should stop. I shouldn't. Maybe I should speak up now. Maybe I should get the opportunity to speak up, whatever. Now, when you present this in a certain case, a lot of women will get angry with you. They make it seem like you're basically you're trying to make a case for the abuser,
But
and
how you
it's
know
like,
that's
bro, we don't even know what the abuser did or not. We don't, because there's it didn't even get a chance to go to court. So literally, this is all speculation. We just giving our opinions. At
that's
the
how
end of the day.
Cujo? That's how you know it's like women just have a different unity than men do. Like they don't even have to fully. It don't like that. Don't even fully make sense. Like, how could you just choose and just prove that women like they stand for? Like in those situations, like that's just one of them situations where like if it's her, the women taking the women's side first until all shit. Like it might be a certain situation like that for men. But it's just I don't know. It's like I said, one of them vice versa thing. They do that past though. But like I was about to say this though too. Cassie, like when this most of the time that comes up, for some reason Cassie, I don't know her personally, but like ever looked at somebody's or you see them on TV in the videos or like actual reality show that how they talk in the interview and stuff. So like her type of character don't seem like the type to like lie on somebody, and especially a person we hear about or we already heard got wild allegations. We already heard you got wild allegations, and you said like I don't think people even look at her that way or perceive her that way. Like she's the type to just really be lying. They put in their head like yeah she could, but I don't think they really feel like that.
I'm not gonna
Some
lie,
some
bro.
bitches that like that cover Bill Cosby one, them just random women come out of there like we don't know y'all like that. I feel like when some of y'all hoes, some of y'all women, I ain't even call
I done spoke to people who personally work with Diddy, who have had their hand in the music business before. 90% don't have nothing nice to say about this dude, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. Like, he's not really one where I'm willing to defend that much. But like a lot of them really don't have nothing nice to say about this man. Some people have alluded to them being around Diddy in a certain setting and literally wanting to leave Hollywood and the music industry altogether. And I was like,
It's so
damn, what the fuck?
weird. Like,
Damn.
I
it's
was like,
weird.
Damn,
what
Them
the
they
hoes
fuck
that
did you
like,
that
see?
they
bro.
so they just giving up their career like that.
Nah, bro.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck did you see
The
being around that
weirdest
dude
shit.
that made you want to quit
That nigga
the
doing
music industry
demonic
altogether?
shit.
Yeah, bro. He's been accused of some wild stuff, man. There's Twitter threads about a lot of stuff, man. Like it's just some of it, a lot of it's, some of it's speculation, people just making up stuff. you know, because they act like they got the inside
I'm
info.
not.
And then there are people who directly worked with this man. People like Gene Deal, they've been talking. That brother been talking about Diddy before he was even popular. Talk shit about that dude for 20+ years, bro.
See the
From
way you
DJ
say
Vlad,
this,
all type of
make
shit, man.
make it seem worse than the R. Kelly situation. Because with R. Kelly, it's like we know what you did, bro. But this is like we hear too much crazy and wild, unorthodox about this man. So it leaves you to the imagination. Like, what could he be doing? Like, he really might be doing some other
Yeah,
world
it
foul
gotta be.
stuff.
Yeah, it got
Like
because
because there's too many people just
I
talking
didn't
about
even
it.
know that they briefly broke up at one point. She was dating Kid Cudi, and when I heard
Yeah, I
about the
didn't know
whole
that.
blowing up the car shit, there was somebody on Twitter that wrote about that
Me
shit, bro.
blowing up the car.
Yeah, and they got clowned for it, bro.
I
10
thought that was
years
a J.
ago.
Cole shit.
Nah,
What
that was
happened?
well, you know, the whole fight with J. Cole that actually did happen. Funny enough, that really did happen, but that was like years later. You know what I'm saying? But the whole blowing up Kid Cudi car shit, Cudi actually confirmed that shit. That actually happened.
I
But
don't think.
someone wrote about that shit on Twitter like 10 years ago, and people were clowning them, talking about, man, you lying, man, you a clown. That was 10 years. I don't even know how that person got the info. It was a random person with a Twitter account in 2012. Somebody pulled that shit up. They quote tweeted it like 13 years later. It was like, damn, bro, you basically were uh a mind reader or something. Like you were basically a prophet. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like I don't know, man. It's just so many stories around this dude, bro. I he's not the one what I'm willing to defend and talk about how, oh yeah, this bitch just wants some money and this that. Maybe a part of her did want to be compensated for all the bullshit she'd been through. Maybe she didn't feel confident in taking this shit to trial for damn near a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Like I don't know, man. I really don't know, but man, like I'm not. I don't know at this point. Diddy is not someone I'm willing to put past anything, man. I just hear too much shit concerning him, bro. It's too much, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
I mean, the money, getting the money, getting money still ain't gonna count for the miles you got put on your pussy, though, man.
God damn, man.
it's not gonna, it's not gonna make up for it, like, bro. So, come on, man. Like, and then, like,
Hey,
bro, and now we hearing all these other people getting accused. Like, Kuja, I don't like that type of shit, bro. Like,
hey,
like
yeah, I don't
they
agree
done
with it
open
to
up
an
a whole
extent.
bag of worms, man. Now everybody getting accused. Jamie, like you said, Trey, something. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
not
I keep telling like certain laws. It depends on where you're at, but they do have it in New York where you can still sue someone past a certain amount of time that they did the crime. It should pass the statute of limitations. Like that's just something that they have there. I don't know how it is in other states, but that's just how it is. Now I don't know whether any of this shit is true or not. I do feel like certain people are taking advantage because of this whole diddler situation.
right.
Um, and I don't know, man. It does show that people in power, man, damn, they could damn near get away with a lot of shit, but also at the same time, people be right in the bullshit with them and be trying to get paid as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a double-edged sword. Nobody is innocent completely, but also, what I'm saying, um, nobody's completely dirty at the same time. So it's like I don't know, man. It's that brother got a lot of dark energy, man. A lot of dark vibes from what I keep hearing, man. It be interviews, bro. I be listening to. I be like, damn, Diddy did that, or y'all accusing Diddy of doing this, that, and the third. I don't know, man. And don't even just be women, man. It just be people who've been around the dude, man. Like I just don't know, man. I don't know. But Cassie did reach, the settlement. She got her 30 mil. That sparked even more outrage from
Yeah,
certain
cause what
people.
does that do, though, bro? Like, I mean,
I
bro,
kind of figured Diddy was
it
gonna
fucked me
settle.
up, bro. Like, why would like this is what I'm saying. First of
Yeah,
all, how can you sue someone from raping you? I don't understand that. Like, that's
it was
automatic
it was a
jail
it
to
was a
me.
federal lawsuit, Lucius. So that's why, like, so I
Oh,
mean,
cause that's automatic jail to me.
I mean, no, you would have to take it to court first, I mean, which is what she essentially tried to do, but she wanted to reach a settlement. Now honestly, if he wouldn't have paid her, yeah, that shit would have got to court because the cops were getting involved. Like the police did get involved, but they had to throw out, supposedly they had to throw out evidence because the tactics they were using to get evidence was kind of dirty. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of jumped the gun a little too early. And Diddy went the smart route, man, because if this shit would have went to court, I don't know what, like, I mean, goddamn, like there's so many people, man, that would have spoke out against that dude at court. It would have got extremely dark for him. But he's already facing another lawsuit, so I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
like come on, a third victim. What I seen, bro? Like, come
Yeah,
on, like, bro,
something
what the
stemming
fuck
back
are
from
we?
1991.
See what I'm
And
saying, bro? That's almost worse than accusing Bill Cosby of doing some shit in '79, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta, like,
I
y'all
see,
gotta
Blame,
get
you
control of
unmuted
this
though,
shit,
man.
bro.
So you want
That's
to just
crazy,
chime in.
man. I don't like that shit, though, man.
Oh no, man! I'm just tuned in, man.
Turn that camera, bud.
I highly doubt she got 30 M's. Um,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, I highly doubt that. But
Mm.
she definitely left away with a nice piece of change. Believe that. Um, I would probably say probably around 12 to 20, at the most. See, a lot of times, bitches, and see, uh, I told my niggas on the other side this, and we all know this in here. You know, you'll set a number. Um, so basically, she initially asked the nigga for some money, apparently,
Yeah, like years
and
back. Yeah.
yeah, years back, and which they did say was in double figures or 10 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she didn't like what was offered.
That's
Uh,
crazy, man.
so
Oh,
obviously she doubled back, spent the block, bumped it up to the 30 M's. Now I don't think she asked for 30, expecting 30. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
you
Okay.
always you always shoot higher than what you expect to actually get. So, um, but either way it goes, she definitely was serviced in a timely manner.
mm.
Uh, which my theory was, bro, and respect to all females that deal with the trauma
Let's
of
get
being,
into it.
what I'm saying, raped or sexually harassed or whatever the case may be, because everybody's different. What I'm saying, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to actually come out or have the quote unquote courage to, what I'm saying, speak up against your offender. However, I'm gonna say this, man.
Nah, go ahead. I know where
He
you're
trying to get
going.
through
Go
here. He
ahead.
did.
Go
I
ahead.
got
I know where you're
Yeah,
going.
no,
the
I know,
boy,
I
I
get
like
it.
agree.
like who Joe said. Diddy is not the greatest nigga to vouch for or try to defend, because I do believe that's a freaky nigga. Uh,
That's a freak boy, man.
nah, that nigga, yeah, that nigga definitely a freak. But
You freaky
I
frog.
know, I I know how bitches act when they see a nigga that they was formerly with
Mm,
looking and appearing as though he living his best life with a younger bitch
with another, yeah. Mm,
who a ratchet hoe
yeah.
Mm.
who getting
Mm-hmm.
everything that you got plus more, and you looking back feeling like you was worth way more than that bitch,
Mm.
and you didn't get no TV show, you wasn't winning no awards. Like he got this bitch super lit while you at the crib with 2 kids,
With the trainer.
married with the trainer boy.
Hey, this old
So
girl said she like to go to showers and shit. So this, you know, he really got him a freak. Like, you know what I'm saying? That really pissed her off.
Man.
so you hear so I'm looking at it like this bitch one day woke up and said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fucking with my life at the moment. Let me go fuck up somebody else's.
I agree.
And yeah, so that's how bitches be, man. They be holding shit in the tuck for when the time is right, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not doubting that Diddy is guilty. I'm pretty sure he did most of, if not all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I know bitches also act and move based off of motivation
Right.
also. Like
Right.
Jealousy.
there's jealousy involved, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's just my thoughts on that situation, man.
Yeah, listen,
Does
man. I'm not mad at that.
is Diddy paying her? Does that make him look more guilty?
Uh,
And so the common person will say yeah,
Why is it two Cujos?
but
I don't know why my shit show up like
but
that. Hold
I don't think
Uh,
settling or paying somebody, you know, on a business front indicates somebody's guilty. Like it's a smart business move. Like if somebody come out and say something crazy about me, you know what I'm saying, and I know I'm innocent or I know whoever fabricating, but shit, I got $100 million though in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's worth more to actually just give a motherfucker what they asking for as opposed to continuing to allow a narrative to what I mean the narrative always gonna be out there anyway, because once it's on you, it's on you. It's up to people to actually believe at that point what they want to believe. But you don't want shit like that, you know what I'm saying, fucking up your brand for the next 6 months, 9 months, next year, you know what I'm saying, all your public appearances and all, you know what I'm saying? So it might be wiser for a nigga like Diddy, who was a billionaire, to just go ahead and toss out 15, 20 M's, bitch, sign this NDA, and that shit is over with. So
yeah, yeah, man. I'm not mad at that, man. Like you're able to make, an assessment. You know what I'm saying? Without, without basically taking the blame away from Diddy. Like you kind of just looking at things from every angle. And that's what, like that's what we do as men. Like we just think logically in that regard. Like I'm not saying we're the only one that do, but that's just how we kind of compartmentalize shit. Everybody else, I already know the Twitter thing, man. The women, they gonna do what they do. If you agree or a weirdo or you're a grape apologist or whatever the case, I done been accused of all type of shit already because of the discussions I had on Twitter about this shit. So I get it, but it doesn't make it any less true or wrong or whatever just because you have a different opinion from the matter, man. Because I mean, Diddy got a lot of other issues to deal with, man. He still got to go to court for this other case coming up. So it's not like he's completely, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's out the, off the hook or anything. Uh, it's just, we got to look at everything from every angle, man. Every, you know what I'm
but
saying?
Cujo,
So
you want to know what's funny though?
yeah,
Like I've seen a lot of women like really saying the same shit that I'm saying.
I did too. Yep,
Like the
did
bitch is
too.
jealous. Like it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Again, not to say we don't know what Diddy done did, and we the shit that was said, we definitely wouldn't put that past him.
Right.
But like they was really nah, I know what this is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the timing is too, it's too parallel. Like you know what I'm saying? As a woman, you could see, I guess as a woman, you can see yourself dealing with somebody and not working out, but spending X amount of years with that person, getting with a new person, creating a new
Mm-hmm.
situation. But obviously it's not the same as, you know what I'm saying, being with Diddy in terms of status wise, celebrity wise, just fame and attention, whatever the case may be. And looking back, like, yo, why is he treating this bitch equal, if not better, than the way he was treating me?
Mm.
Like she didn't get out of that situation probably what she expected. She didn't get no ring. Like I said, she didn't get no TV shows. Shit, she didn't even get a baby out the situation. Like,
Right.
so it's like for a woman, it's like, hold on, like I didn't spend X amount of years with this nigga, and this nigga done glowed. This other like this is how their train of thought is. Like, no, I gotta find a way to get this nigga. Or even if he was doing all these things previously, it wasn't really like you would have never brought any of this shit up if he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, happy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If a nigga miserable, a bitch will hold on to the info. Like,
Yeah, been together 10 years. I mean, it's a long time. She done seen a lot of shit.
So
And
she feeling like
initially, people forget that she was dating Ryan Leslie at the time she met Diddy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And this was when Ryan was hot. And a lot of people don't even know, like, Ryan Leslie been in the game for a minute. That dude got production credits, songwriting credits going back to like the mid 2000s. So he been in the game already. But as far as a solo career, around that time, he was just starting to get his foot off the ground. But that shit broke his damn heart, man. I ain't gonna lie, he was never the same after that situation, man. Like that shit really fucked with him mentally. Um, you know, and it was a lot of speculation. So a lot of things got confirmed. And so I'm sure there's a lot of shit she done seen and maybe was complicit on initially, when they were together, because 10 years is a long ass time. So you might have a point, man. She wasn't, maybe she didn't give a fuck about the hush money at the time, and basically kept trying to run up the price for every year. He didn't initially want to maybe take care of her, or I don't know, man, maybe run a bag on her career, whatever the case, because it's kind of short lived, like musically. So I really don't know, man. The shit can go either way. But you know Diddy got a lot of other stuff to deal with besides this, man. This is just the beginning, man. I could tell, man. Literally, this is just the beginning. So ain't no telling, man, how that wants to go. But yeah, we gonna segue, man. If you want, any brothers want to get their last opinions, Lucci or body bags, but we gonna, we go ahead and segue, man.
Man, all I'm gonna say, bro, did a freaky frog, man. Just stay out that
Diddy
man
the
way,
freak,
bro.
bro.
Freaky ass
freaky
nigga, man.
frog.
Yeah,
that
stay out
nigga is a
that
freaky
nigga
ass
way,
nigga,
man.
man.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie,
Stay out that
Cujo,
nigga way, man.
when you was
that
talking
Drink
about like
Champs
what
interview, bro, is top 5 freakiest episode I'd have never seen, man. Jada
I never
Kiss and
seen.
Fab was the most uncomfortable I'd have never seen men in a room full of another man, bro. That shit was just extremely uncomfortable to watch, man.
they probably like,
But
Diddy, you like this?
bro,
Hold on,
Jada
what
Kiss
episode you
face.
talking about?
It was that Drink Champs interview way back when that shit first started, where they had Fab, Jada Kiss on there, and Diddy was there too, man.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
a very yeah, that episode is extremely uncomfortable, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Jada Kiss face throughout the interview, bro. That man was so uncomfortable, man. Fab too, bro. It was weird, man. I ain't gonna hold you. It was just very strange. But I ain't really the type to be like accusing another man. I don't do the whole homophobic shit where, oh, it's given. I leave that to the women, bro. I don't know whether the brother done dibbled and dabbled and all. I don't know, but there's just been a lot of rumors concerning that. So I really don't know, man. Good luck to the dude. This is just the beginning for him, man. I don't know, bro. But body bag, I think you were gonna ask me something.
Yeah. When you was talking about the women like debating online and shit, did you use the term rapologist?
That's the term they use. The grape
Oh yeah,
apology.
okay,
Yeah, that's
that
the term
sounds
that they use.
crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's just
what?
it's
When you
just a
come
way
with
of
that?
saying like you're basically making excuses for the person, or you're trying to
Uh,
excuse their behavior, or the
the
things that they
abuser.
yeah, essentially. So the thing is with some, if it's alleged, that basically obviously means you're neither innocent nor guilty. It's alleged. So to just jump out the wall and immediately say someone did something, like I can't necessarily do that. What happened to Kobe? What happened to DMX? What happened to Pac? Like, like, come on, man, jumping out the window, man. I don't know.
Could
Yeah,
you
if y'all didn't know,
imagine, Cujo? I
yeah,
want to cut you off. Could you imagine how shit would have went for Kobe and Pac if social media was like it is right now, bro?
Oh my God, man! If Twitter
Bro.
existed in 2004 or 1994
Oh,
or five, they would have
yeah.
crucified them.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they would have crucified. They already did after Kobe died. Man, they destroyed that brother after he passed. Oh, he was dating a Mexican. Da, da, da. It was a lot of stuff going. I don't even care if he died because he wasn't with a black woman. I was like, what? It was a lot going on, man. They couldn't even wait for that brother to be cremated, man. It was just, yeah, man. Twitter in 2004 or 5, it would have got sick, even though there was MySpace around that time. But still, in 93, 94, when Pac got accused,
Oh my
yeesh.
God. Yeah.
I think
DMX,
niggas,
man. Even with DMX, you know how he got accused, bro?
I didn't
Because
know
of a
DMX got
song lyric.
accused.
Yeah, because of a
I didn't
song
know that.
lyric, man. And a damn song. And some stripper came out and accused him of grape. And the case was basically dismissed because she took a grape kit and basically came back negative. So the case got dismissed. But he literally got accused because of a lyric in a song. And if y'all know anything about X, he's known for a lot of that horrorcore shit, a lot of that the dark shit. But it's literally hip hop, man. It's art. But this was around the time where people this is like around the time where hip hop police was in his heyday. So they were using your lyrics to incriminate you essentially. So yeah, this was like around 97, 98. This was like at the height of X career. So but the case got thrown out, man. So it is what it is. I mean, even with someone like Brian Banks, NFL player, man, that shit destroyed that man's life, man. Like they made a whole documentary about it, man. That shit destroyed that brother's life. The woman that accused him even tried to apologize to him. Like, yeah, let's forget it. It's in the past. I was like, damn, man. Like it was a whole story behind that shit. So I don't know, man. But we gonna we gonna move on. In other news, man, I don't know if y'all heard about, the whole situation with the screencast. Um uh Melissa Barrera, who is a lead actor in the the new Scream movies, was axed from the new Scream film coming up because of some some IG posts basically, and implying that she is that she's anti-Semitic. She was basically making some posts basically supporting Palestine. And if y'all didn't know, Hollywood is full of them people, man, them small hats. All right. And a lot of them are the Z word. Okay. A lot of them. A
The
lot.
Z word.
Yes.
Look.
Zionists. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So a lot of these people have very big connections in Hollywood. They be people you would have never even thought. I'm not gonna say no names. Y'all just gotta look them up. Y'all know who they are by now. So people pull some strings, got to remove from the film. Literally, I think a day or two after, another lead actor in the film, Jenna Ortega, was, she basically dropped herself from the films. And I guess her reasoning was because of scheduling conflict, supposedly. Because if I didn't know, she's on that Netflix show about the Addams Family character Wednesday on Netflix. That did relatively good. They basically claim it was scheduling conflict due to that, but I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think she left because of them axing Melissa Barrera, essentially. Um, I'm not gonna lie. If we are gonna talk about this, I want us to be very, very careful because the small hats listening with all due respect, and they got laws passed, man. But um I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care to see this movie anymore, man. I really don't care to see this shit, man. This is honestly very disappointing. If y'all didn't know who the two main characters are, Melissa Barrera plays Sam Carpenter, which is basically Billy Loomis's daughter, and Jenna Ortega plays her sister. So I don't know how they're gonna reshoot this shit or rewrite the script now. I don't know if they're gonna bring Nev Campbell back. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. But I'm not fucking with this shit in any way, man. Scream was supposed to be the next big thing, bro. They done axed the vast majority of the original cast, bro. Nev Campbell ain't coming back. Dewey got killed off. Like, a lot of people done got axed, man. So like, I don't know, man. They already moved on, like as far as generationally, and introduced newer characters to the franchise. So I don't know how this is gonna play out now with Melissa leaving and Jenna, well, not well, Melissa being fired and Jenna leaving. Like, what do y'all think about that? Like, I feel like that was fair, or should she have not have said anything at all, or what? Like, what do y'all feel, man? Like, I don't know. Jamie Foxx went through this very thing too. Yeah, if y'all remember earlier in the year, you know what I'm saying, where he shared an Instagram post talking about Judas and this, that, and the third, and guess who got offended? That community. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't mean anything by what he said, it was a post about a prayer from the Bible. Some people took offense, and he had to take it down and apologize to that community. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. It's you already know what time it is when they come down to them folks, man. Uh,
Yeah.
but when I circle it back, like I'm kind of, I think the Scream, you know, people, you know what I'm saying, the producers and the studio, and you know what I'm saying, they kind of deserve this of what's just transpired. Uh, uh, Going back to the Nev Campbell situation, I felt
Right.
like they definitely kind of hosed her out of the situation unfairly in terms of not wanting to pay her what she felt, you know what I'm saying, she deserved for basically being the centerpiece of the franchise. Not basically, she was the centerpiece of the franchise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely was siding with her on her woman shit, you know what I'm saying? Standing on her too, like, yo, y'all pay such and such X amount of dollars, you know what I'm saying? She was just naming like certain well, she didn't name anybody specifically, but just basically talking about how certain, actors, you know what I'm saying, when they're prominent or known for a particular, series or franchise, they're able to begin asking for X amount of dollars to return and come back. But apparently the studio didn't feel like her value was there. But now it's like I kind of look at shit, karma, how it come back around on you. Now you've lost both of your lead stars for the shit that you had, like Cujo said, for the new generation,
Mhm.
which you actually transitioned into very, very well,
They did that
uh,
Right.
pretty good. I've seen them.
which is a very hard thing, especially for horror, to do, films, period. But especially for horror, like they had a great transition to introduce a new generation to the series. Obviously, everybody knows about it, but give you new characters to be invested in for a new generation. I thought they were two great leads, two great female leads, and now you're asked out with both of them. So
Right.
it's like, damn, what? How do you, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the play from here? Like, it fucks up so much of the direction of what they had going on. Um, yeah, man, that's how I be, man. So I don't really know what else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think, man, people just gotta stop being. It's hard to say stop being sensitive, but man, you gotta let people say what they gonna say. You know what I'm saying? At some point, but these studios, they're not going to take the risk. Ain't nobody going up against them people, man. Just put it
Right.
like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how big the corporation is or how much money they got, or they're not going up against them people. Like, that's just one enemy that they're not willing to even play around with. So, and understandably so, you know what I'm saying? Them people run the world. So
The Jews, right?
yeah. So they not they not playing no games about it, nigga. If you say anything, like, even if Shorty didn't even say anything to me that was like, it was crazy. It's just an opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's almost like her giving her opinion on the situation got her fired.
I'm not gonna lie, it did seem like she drew a line in the sand with who she's supporting. And so, I mean, this affects a lot of things politically, man. It's not like she's a legacy act. It's not like we're talking about big movie stars. We're talking about someone who is really just getting a big break in their career early on. So they don't have the luxury to say whatever they want to say without getting the same backlash as a Mel Gibson or, Tom Cruise or whoever else, could have a little bit of that power. Plus, we're talking about two non-white actresses. You know what I'm saying? They're both, Hispanic. Um, so technically, they're both, people of color. So that also adds into it as well. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, and I honestly feel like they try to be greedy with them not wanting to pay Ned. I feel like they were on some, man. Listen, man, we could just ask you out. We were probably gonna do this anyway. I don't even know why you asking for more. Because they already initially were trying to bring back a lot of other characters from the franchise. Initially, they brought back Hayden Panettiere from Scream 4. Kirby, she was initially supposed to be dead, but they brought her character back. Um, they brought back Gail. You know what I'm saying? She done been around forever. They brought her ass back. But it was just something about Nev, man. They're like, listen, man, we could ask you out. Like, let's bring in Billy Loomis's daughter, or let's bring in a Randy's niece and nephew. Let's bring in Stu's son, who they initially killed off from the joint from last year. So that
Yeah.
didn't really,
I,
you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
get that. I
That
don't
was
get
kind
why
of
it
weak. Yeah,
seemed as though they
that
were
was dumb.
going every direction but wanting to bring her back. Like, something,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Something's going on there. So it's like, it ain't no telling, man, what the issue is between studio and actor. You know what I'm saying? But clearly there was something there. But hey, like I said, now you never know what form, you know what I'm saying, payback will come in. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now it's like the franchise is kind of in between a rock and a hard place right now. So who knows, man? Who knows how it'll work out?
Hey man, listen, man. We don't have the same luxury, man. I remember how it was in Isaiah Washington, man, on the set of Grey's Anatomy. This man spoke his mind. He couldn't fight and work in Hollywood for like 10 years, man. So I mean, hey, I I done heard stories, man. What you about to say, Lucci?
So they exposed. Hold up.
Yeah, I know you know that
So
black dude from Grey's Anatomy, right, Lucci?
the black dude from where?
From Grey's Anatomy, the black dude from Grey's
The
Anatomy.
older man.
Nah. I don't know. I don't
Nah,
know.
you know, he
No.
the nigga from let me get more nigga tree for Lucci. The nigga from Romeo Must Die, the bad guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that nigga.
Max. To my Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mac, huh? Mac from the
Mm-hmm.
streets.
Yeah,
Huh?
I had to go.
This nigga went to the nigga box.
Gotta go to nigga route, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say, so let me ask you something. So who do America expect us to ride with, bro? Like with this Israel and Pakistan shit. Like
Israel.
you can't say
Uh,
so. I mean,
yeah. You know how
I fuck with Bin
streams
Laden, man.
work,
I'm sorry.
man.
I fuck with Bin
I don't
Laden,
want to
man.
get too
I'm not with all
detailed.
that.
Man.
I'm not with
Yeah,
all that other
I
shit.
don't
They
listen,
lied
man.
on
I
Bin
don't
Laden too, man. I'm good, bro.
listen,
Let's go
man.
ahead, Cujo.
Listen,
We ain't
Man
gonna
brother.
get
was
political right
all
now.
types of videos.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
man.
You know how America
Making up
is, man.
words and shit. Yeah, man.
Whoever they're funding or whoever they want to underfund, you can't just be going out there willy nilly like, yeah, I support Senegal, knowing they have a direct conflict with America. We don't let nations rock like that. You just don't, man. You go out there and say some shit like, yeah, I support Cuba, I support Venezuela, I support South Korea. These are nations that have had conflicts with America for going back 4 or 5 generations or 4 or 5 centuries, whatever the case. Like, if you just ain't pro America, man, and you're supporting nations that literally have their own currency and then been going back and forth with America for a long ass time, bro, it's just gonna be extremely hard to find work, man. You find your ass out of a job or something. So, um,
That's crazy, man.
I mean, hey, man, they done brought us here, man. You done see what they did to us,
Yeah.
man. So everybody else ain't no exception, man.
What
That's just
happened to
how it
freedom
is,
of
man.
speech, though, bro? Like, why the fuck I gotta
Well within
choose
reason.
who you niggas choose? Like, I might not figure like y'all doing everything, man.
Hey,
Nah, man.
man, it's
It's
figure of
so
speech. I mean, I said figures. It's freedom of speech, but well within
yeah.
reason, brother. That's all. Like you
Well,
can't just get too out of pocket now. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it
yeah,
is, man.
I'm
Even
gonna hold
though
these
motherfuckers
comments,
go
dude.
on national television and call a group of black women nappy headed hoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Don Imus, man. But hey,
They could
man,
get that off.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Nothing happened to that nigga after that. I ain't
See?
gonna lie, man. That shit was wild, man. He really said that on national television, man. Like, and nothing happened. But I don't know, man. It's just a slippery slope, man. Honestly, this is gonna make them look bad because we're talking about slashers here, not talking about
Mhm.
psychological thrillers or paranormal films. You don't really have to worry about whether or not those will do well because they don't have like a mainstay character. This is
Yeah.
different. This is a different Ghostface every year. And usually, they up the ante on how many number of Ghostface characters within the film. One minute it might be two killers. Another film they might have 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. The last one had about 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
reveal who it
the
was,
six
but it
was
had it
kind
had
of threw
about
me
3
off.
in the shit. Yeah, they up the ante literally every year. So I don't know how this is gonna go about. Scream is one of the most beloved movie franchises in horror ever.
Mhm.
And it's also been one of the most consistent in terms of quality of films.
Mhm.
So whereas the other legacy acts, with all due respect, they kind of had a little rough patch period. I don't want to go down that road because
Man,
there's
I'm
a
about
lot of
to say,
argument.
oh yeah, watch yourself, bro, because I feel
I'm
like you
just
trying to throw
saying.
shots at the goal, bro. Like
Oh no,
Nah,
I was about to, but
Chucky's
I'm
we're
gonna
not
leave it
gonna
ass.
do
alone. We
that.
ain't gonna go that route.
Brother.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we not gonna go
Nah,
down because
Chucky's ass.
Oh
hey,
man,
he
Nah.
said it.
you
No,
know what I'm
He
saying?
said
You
it.
no,
know what
I
I'm
will.
saying, bro?
But going real quick back to the Nev Campbell point.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just karma, man. Like you don't know how. You know what I'm saying? You think you get away with something. You know what I'm saying? Leave somebody pretty much in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm pretty sure Nev is straight. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Doing all right. You know what I'm saying? She had a pretty good career, but like I said, she deserved to get paid for that role. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the centerpiece. How do you not reward the main character of the franchise? You know what I'm saying? You guys have made probably close to $2 billion with this franchise in total when you amass all the films
Right.
together. You
It's a fact.
probably made close to $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? So Nev Campbell asking for 20, you know what I'm saying, $20 million to show up is not a, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's
not
almost
crazy at all.
it's almost disrespectful. Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm not happy that it turned out like this, but in a sense I am. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, what was I finna say? Oh yeah. She I think I had said this in the chat the other day, but like she's really like this generation's Laurie Strode for Halloween, like how Jamie Lee
That's a
Curtis
fact.
was. Like she was the most individually famous female actress in horror. You know what I'm saying, for a very, very, very long time. She was like the long standing character in a horror franchise was Jamie Lee Curtis. You know what I'm saying? So Nev was kind of that for like the 2000, you know what I'm saying, generation, or going into the 2000s, through the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. You know, it is what it is, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is, man. They're gonna have to pay her ass. If they don't want to, then good luck to Nev. I know she's still eating good. She probably happy
yeah,
this
I
news
don't
came
know.
out.
I don't know how they do anything but come back, call that number again, and
And
say, can
figure
we
some
come?
shit out.
Say, can we come back to the? Can we sit back down at the table? Like, I
But
don't know what else they could do.
I'm not gonna lie, considering how they wrote her out, she could definitely easily come back. Like, I mean,
Right.
they kind of explained the shit away. Like, yeah, she up in the mountains with her kids and the da da da. Like, yeah, she could find her ass back. So, I mean,
Because they're gonna have to completely divert from
this new shit. Yeah,
this new shit. Like, I don't see a way that they can continue. Like you said, Billy Loomis's daughter. You know, they're so, like, they are the centerpiece of what they were doing.
exactly.
So you can't. Yeah. So you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out, man. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
do it. They might have to get a
You
new
know,
cast and just.
I just realized, man, this is probably the most serious pod we done had. We're talking about two serious topics back to back, man. So we're gonna
You
have to
think if
do
they do, hey, do you think if they do some, if they try like a time skip and make it make sense, and like get like a new
uh,
They
cast?
probably could, cause that's like
10
that's
years
the
later.
cheat code. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
the cheat
time
code
skip
for
is the
movie
10
cheat
fans.
years
code.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to
But the
do a
motherfucker gotta
prequel.
look like they aged though a little bit. If you
Oh
do
yeah,
10
yeah, you're
years,
right.
like you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
the
but
Yeah,
like
hard
they
part.
might
That's
get
the
have to
hard
get a
part
new
with the
cast.
time skip.
No, see the time skip, like they would have to get a. Oh, see, I see what you're saying. As far as the character wise,
Hmm.
Right.
yeah.
well, I
I
mean,
don't
like
know
they
how
would
they're
have
gonna
to
fit
unless
Unless
it
you
they
in.
go
kill off
back,
all the,
unless you go
unless they kill
backwards.
off like what if they kill off somehow like all the characters like the old shit. Like, it's just
I
time.
mean, they killed off Randy so far. Randy, Gail. I mean, I said no. Randy, Dewey, and
They killed off Dewey.
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
dude, no.
What screen was that?
that
I think
was
that
the
One,
was
one from last year.
one before. Is that the last one
Oh,
or the one
okay.
before last?
No, the one before
last.
last, Scream
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
Screen 5.
Screen
Right.
5.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
That
I
came out
stopped
last
at like
year. You know what I'm
4 or
saying?
3.
Yeah. So and the female cop that had a crush on Dewey and shit from the last
Mhm.
one. They killed her off too. Um, the
And
white
see, that's
lady
the
from
thing.
the previous year.
They didn't put their foot in their ass with a lot of these
Yeah,
motherfuckers they killed off.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Not knowing
Yeah,
that
they
how,
did that.
not knowing how this would end up unfolding. So it's like you can't. These motherfuckers are dead. Like they can't pop back up. You know what I'm saying? Nev,
right.
like you said, Nev is the only one where it's like she can come back. Like you're almost forced to bring her back because you didn't kill her off.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
saying
Yeah.
everybody else is gone. Like
Everybody
Yeah,
around
that
her
movie
died
ain't
for the
really no
most part.
some supernatural type scary shit. So you
Her
can't
fucking, she
like,
right.
oh,
killed her
this nigga
brother
came
in
back.
Scream 3. Cotton Weary died. That nigga was connected to her.
Mhm.
Randy ass got smoked. Dewey got smoked. Gail is only one, man. Like Gail is technically her best friend, and they almost killed her off in this recent one. But she's still around, and I don't know how much longer they're gonna keep Courtney Cox around. I really have no idea. Considering she's getting older too. So yeah, Gail's literally the only mainstay for now with this.
They're either gonna have to, cause see, it's a stretch. It's a stretch trying to have Courtney Cox as your lead actress in 2023 and beyond
Right.
for a Scream film. And this is just if the studio is just bent on not bringing Nev Campbell back.
Yeah.
Um, that's gonna be. It is a mainstay character.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But again, you kind of have pulled the younger generation in with the newer stars.
Yeah,
So
Exactly.
with them being absent now, yeah, Gail is gonna appeal to the OG Scream fans, but they're not the ones that are driving this shit anymore. Uh,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? My age group, like I think I was 10, 11 years old when Scream first dropped. Like
Mhm.
my generation is not. We're not carrying Scream no more. It's the new 17, 18, 19, 20 year olds. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? 21-year-olds. Old shorty Jennifer Ortega. She's a pretty high profile. You know what I'm saying? Actress in terms of not her resume, but her look. You know what I'm saying? She appeals
Mhm.
to the girls, to the males. Um,
Mhm.
Courtney Cox ain't gonna pull that off for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You need Nev. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody knows, okay, this the OG, this the triple OG character. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one that's gonna really be able to help you recoup and recover what you are going to lose not having those other two young ladies in the movie anymore. So yeah, they end up yeah.
Niggas
Has
in the
Screen
street,
never had
man.
like a solid black character in the movies? They
One
have like a
Scream
one.
Not
3.
like a not like a prominent black character.
Yeah,
Right.
like someone who lasts like maybe 2 or 3 movies. Like
Oh, nah.
no.
I mean,
Okay.
one didn't die necessarily. Like Dwayne Martin. I mean, he was in the second
Second
Scream.
one.
He was the cameraman.
The second one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, his ass didn't get
bring that
smoked,
nigga
but
back, man. Bring him
for
back.
what? What do you need Dwayne Martin for? Like of all
If they
people,
Wayne
bring
like
Martin.
Dwayne, if they bringing Dwayne back, them they in trouble.
we
Bring him
supposed to give a
back,
damn
boo.
about Dwayne
They
Martin.
need
Like,
anything.
Yo,
What I'm here from y'all, brothers. The brothers, they need anything they can have right now,
and
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, Scream 2 was fire. I
Scream 2 was
arguably
definitely the one.
have
That's the
that
one
shit
that
over the
got me.
first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Second
second
one
one
was
was fire.
that was my
Just
favorite.
because of how amazing Timothy Olyphant played Mickey and shit. Like he really killed that kid. And then the whole thing with Lisa Strode, I said Lisa Strode, Billy Loomis's mom and shit, being the killer and shit like that. That shit was fire, man. Like I had no idea it was even her behind the whole thing. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, he's really the only one. Him, Elise Neal was in Scream too. I forgot about her, but she got her ass smoked. Unfortunately, she got killed. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, nobody care about Dwayne Martin or Elise Neal, man. With all due respect, with all due respect, man, they don't need to
Yo,
come back.
that'd be hilarious, though.
But
Dwayne Martin.
let's get on the lighter note. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
We're gonna talk about these cartoons, man. Because I remember Lucci, man. You asked, I think, like a
Hmm.
week ago,
Yeah,
what was bigger, Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry?
yeah,
And
definitely.
that
Yeah.
prompted me to ask, the question in the chat, like, what are some of the biggest cartoon franchises like ever, like of all time? It could be anything from Rugrats to SpongeBob, uh, fucking what's another one that's powerful? Looney Tunes. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
would think
So
Looney Tunes is probably number one, bro. Like
I can't say that because Tom and
I
Jerry, bro, is very
nah, they never. Tom and Jerry has never been over
ah.
Looney Tunes, bro. I'm gonna
I
just
don't know.
be
You
honest.
can't
And be
really
coming
say
from that
that though,
era
because
of body
niggas really
bags.
talking about that shit. That shit really was
Tom and
powerful
Jerry were
when it
powerful,
came
but I don't
out.
think he was. They was ever with Bugs now, bro. Like nah, fam.
you don't think so?
They had
I don't.
nah,
I don't
man.
know, bro.
Looney
I
Tunes
really
had too
don't.
much, bro. Like nah, bro. I bleed. That's all, folks. Like, bro, they had too much, man. Tom and Jerry were mutes too.
But that's
Mm,
Brothers
powerful
was
though. Them
mutes.
niggas is mutes,
Them
bro.
brothers was mutes, man.
And you watch them and like they just fighting each other and they make you laugh.
so I'm
But they
looking
can
at a
only
list right
entertain you so
now.
That shit, Tom and Jerry also impacted on the Simpsons. If you think that little itchy and scratchy show you be watching on the Simpsons, that's basically Tom and Jerry, but it's
much.
more
It is,
violent.
yeah, that
That's a
is an
good point.
influence
That's
of
a good
Tom and
point.
Jerry.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what
So
I'm
I'm
saying? The
looking at the top
transition to that.
10, top 10 greatest cartoon franchises. We don't have to agree on the order, but they got Batman at number 10, GI Joe at number 9, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise at 8, Transformers franchise at 7, Tom and Jerry at 6,
Mm-hmm.
Scooby Doo at 5,
Mm.
The Simpsons franchise at 4.
Mhm.
Peanuts franchise.
What?
Peanut?
Yeah,
Time,
Peanuts.
Fuck
was
I've been
is
Charlie
that? You
Brown in
talking
there?
about Charlie Brown
Charlie
must be in
yeah,
Brown.
there.
Charlie Brown, Snoopy in there. Yeah. Looney
Snoopy
Tunes at
carried that
2,
shit.
Who's
and
a
Mickey Mouse and Friends at
Ah,
number 1.
no
Mickey
way.
Mouse and Friends, number
No
one.
way, bro. That's
No, I got
Mickey Mouse and Friends number one.
no. Hold on,
They
let's
do got
Mickey.
some
They don't
honorable
believe.
mentions in here too. They got some
What's the
honorable
honorable
mentions.
mentions? 'Cause I feel like X-Men and that Spider-Man cartoon should have been on there too. If we doing Batman shit on there and other
Mm,
joint.
they got My Little Pony on here.
I couldn't understand that.
Fam, I would have Sonic over that X-Men and
Hell
that
yeah, one of them
Spider-Man.
Sonics was kind of.
Sonic would have been. Sonic should have been on that list, bro.
They were
Sonic got
popular,
cartoons.
but it's not like a mainstay. I mean, they do have cartoons going back to the 90s, and then they reinvented the shit to anime in the mid 2000s, but
Yeah, that shit was fire. So
it wasn't
Yeah,
as popular as the ones where we're naming. But they got My Little Pony, the Flintstones,
yeah.
Garfield, South Park, and SpongeBob.
No
I
Jetsons.
understand.
The
Nah, I don't got
Jetsons
the
was
Jetsons was never
man,
as popular as Flintstones, man.
man.
Let's
Come
be honest here, brother.
do that, bro.
It wasn't as popular. It
How
wasn't
hard
even
that,
close to Flintstones, man.
bro?
And I never liked the Jetsons, man. Come on, man. That was basically they were
Oh,
basically the suburban Flintstones, man.
oh man, the
Basically,
yeah,
Jetsons wasn't powerful to you?
Jetsons is not on Flintstones level. It's not even
bro.
close.
No,
Yeah,
man.
they not they ain't Justice weren't fucking with they weren't fucking with.
Come on, man. Let's be for real, man.
Yeah.
Them niggas was just them niggas was the Jeffersons, man. Flintstones was good
I
times.
mean, I'm so I ain't trying to disrespect cartoon, but the intro is more
Nah, don't.
powerful than
Hold on,
The
Cujo.
Jetsons,
Don't
right?
do that. Don't do that
yeah,
The
the
now.
intro is
Jetsons
more
was the
powerful than the
What you
show.
trying to do,
Jetsons was the
man?
Jeffersons, man. Moving on
No,
up.
man.
Them niggas
Did you
had
say nah?
them
Ah,
niggas
come
had
on,
a
fam. I see
robotic
what you trying to
dog. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was eating good, man. Like, come
steroid,
on,
man.
man. They had cars that could fly. Them niggas
Yeah,
was Gucci, man. Meanwhile, Flintstones, these niggas had to use their feet.
yeah.
Come on, man, to turn up a
Barefooted ass
car,
nigga,
man.
man. Come on, man.
Barefoot.
Barefooted ass nigga walking around.
They got on a truck
Yeah,
with a
Joyful
tire,
ass.
yo, yo, they was bowling. They was bowling with rocks.
bro. Them niggas was eating
Yeah.
rock cereal, man. Like, come
That's
on, man.
crazy, man.
Come on, man. Bam
I,
Bam.
I I will say this though, like I feel like they both got powerful intros, but I feel
They
like
do.
after that though, I think I did
I would have
like
the Flintstones.
Flintstones was a little bit more entertaining
Yeah.
because you got one dude that's kind of serious. They both married to some, you know what I'm saying, some supposedly bad bitches, I guess. And then one is kind of he kind of like more the goofball. Fuck is what's the dude name? The dude,
Uh,
not
Come
Fred,
on.
but his friend.
Oh well,
Arnie.
Barney. Yep.
Barney, yeah,
Barney.
like the nigga named
Barney.
Barney, like that's
What
where
character
in
on
Barney
the, in
Rebel.
the
is equal
yeah,
to
in the Jetsons ain't no funny people like that.
exactly,
Nah.
man.
I
None of
see what
them niggas
you're saying
stand
though.
out, man. Come on, man.
The
Shout out to
dog,
Jetsons,
man.
but come on,
The
man.
dog don't stand.
dog.
What, the
The
Astro?
dog. Yeah, the dog stand out for the Jetsons.
Yeah,
The
dog. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, come
He
on,
was
man.
always having
the,
problems with his boss too.
the Jetsons was basically the Jetsons was like you remember the episode Everybody Hates Chris with he was dating that mixed girl and shit. They basically the Cosby Show, man. Them niggas was the Cosby Show, my nigga. And Flintstones was Everybody Hate Chris, man. Generic brand cereal. Them niggas
What
was
you mean
broke.
the Cosby Show, bro? Like,
Yeah, the
no,
Jetsons was the
you get
Cosbys, man.
disrespectful.
No, no.
The
You get
Jetsons was the
disrespectful
Cosbys,
now,
man.
bro. Like the Cosby was
How is that
awesome, man.
disrespectful?
Come on, man. Come on.
The niggas was going to
You called
school.
it the Cosby Show.
Did
What's
Bam
wrong
Bam
with
go
the
to
hold up?
school?
What's wrong with the Cosbys though? I'm not trying
Nothing's
to
wrong.
get
Exactly. The
okay.
niggas had money, man. The
Okay.
niggas had bread. They weren't broke.
Okay.
Meanwhile, these niggas, man, come on, man. Barney and Fred, man, they had to get out the mud. Man, niggas in the trenches, man.
That they
Come
had
on,
to, yeah.
man.
Agree with that. I agree
I,
with that.
I think I agree with the list though overall.
Mickey
I
Mouse
don't
at
know. I can't
number
put
one.
Mickey Mouse
No
at number
way.
one though. I can't agree with
Mickey
that though.
Mouse was never, bro. I don't
But
even
I
think
get it. They
people
make a
in
lot
my
of
era
toys for
but
watched
think
babies and
about all the
shit, but
media
like
franchises that Mickey Mouse has created though, like under the
Yeah, they
banner of
did a lot
Mickey
of
Mouse.
spin-offs. They
It's a
sound like
lot.
my home and them over there, stars, bro. They did a lot of spin-offs, bro. They sound just like my home and them, man. It got a lot of spin-offs off of Mickey Mouse, man.
Now they say if there was a list of highest grossing media franchises, from what I'm seeing here, they got Pokemon as number one.
I
Yeah, that's gonna
understand
be
that.
the one.
I
They
Yeah,
got
that's
understand
Pokemon 1, Mickey Mouse 2,
is
Winnie
that
the Pooh.
America though? Because
Uh, I
I
think
think
this
that
is
list would be different. I don't think Pokemon was that powerful like that in America, bro. Like
that. No, it was what, bruh?
it
That shit
was,
was
it was,
powerful.
but I feel like
You was
Pokemon was
probably
more powerful
when you. How
overseas.
old were you when Pokemon came out?
Bro, I used to be playing the Pokemon game card, like the card game in 8th grade, in the back of the math class. Me and my
Yeah,
little,
that shit,
little
but that's what I'm
homie.
saying, Lucy. That shit was very
Yeah, I
powerful.
remember it was
Like,
powerful, but to have like I would still wouldn't have that shit over Looney Tunes,
but
bro.
you gotta think about also.
Looney Tunes ain't even on the list, man.
They probably counting
You
what
know
they
what I'm
doing
saying?
now too, like the whole Pokemon Go app, the movies it had, how many
Yeah,
shows
they
they
had to be
got. Like they
counting.
probably counting all that shit for real.
So let me see what Looney Tunes is a franchise because it didn't even make the list for real. But I guess they would consider that Warner Brothers because it was under Warner
Mhm.
Brothers.
It was one of them.
WB, yeah.
Yeah, and they got cartoons going back to the 50s. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the most popular. I wouldn't say there's so many cartoons that have doubled in popularity over Looney Tunes over the years, even though Looney Tunes been around a
Yeah,
long
we
ass time.
phased out. We phased out. I'm not gonna lie. With this new generation, y'all don't know nothing about Looney Tunes, man. We phased out,
Ain't
man.
no cartoons for them niggas for our this
Man.
generation.
The
The
last time
last
niggas seen Looney Tunes was probably Space Jam, LeBron.
Did y'all like Animaniacs?
I fuck with
I did a little
Animaniacs.
bit.
Hell yeah, yeah. I definitely did. A lot of the shit I used to watch in the '90s, like Tiny Toon,
Pinky.
Animaniacs. You had Tasmania, Pinky and the Brain, of
Mhm.
course. Uh, the last joint I probably said I watched was probably Baby Looney Tunes, and that was on Kids WB.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that.
After that, man,
He said I
I
couldn't
was
watch.
outside. Yeah, I couldn't watch that no
Yeah,
more.
he was
I was
outside. He
outside.
said I ain't got
yeah,
time to
this is
watch
when
that.
Kids WB took over
Yeah,
for Looney Tunes. So
Yes,
they had shit like Buck
yeah.
WB.
Dodgers and that type of shit. So it wasn't really as popular. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really translate well to like the newer generation like that for real. But TMNT still been on that list. I'm not shocked. What else made the list from what I had seen? Uh, Flintstone, Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo is still popping off to this, even to this era, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, they got movies. They even got the new Velma show. It's ass. It's terrible, but they renewed that shit, so it's still relatively popular. Um, Batman, I'm not surprised by either. You know what I'm saying? Like Batman did a lot. Uh, as far as Spider-Man or Wolverine, I'm not really shocked that they're not on the list. They're just not as big franchises as far as TV shows were concerned. But if we talk about movies, it would obviously be a different discussion altogether. Um, but yeah, Speaking of, I know niggas was talking about Spider-Man and X-Men and shit. You know what I'm saying? Body bags. I know you had brought that up initially. Um, ah, I'm not gonna lie. I might not have X-Men as a franchise over the Spider-Man
Well, I ain't talking
joints.
about the franchise. We was talking about the first three movies.
Oh, the same. If we talking about the Sam Raimi joints,
Yeah, like the first
uh,
three X-Men versus the first three Spider-Man. That's what I was going with it because he kept doing the Spider-Man too as a franchise. That's a whole nother debate. I gotta do.
okay, yeah, you know what? The franchise is a whole other. I agree with that. You know what's crazy is that between the both of them, both their third movies weren't like critically received well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So we
tell you
would
something
literally
though.
only have to focus on
That
the first two.
that third Spider-Man though, I just watched that, and then I just watched that third X-Men not too long ago, and I will say I like that third X-Men a lot more because Spider-Man was cool, but when they put him in that black suit and he was walking around dancing, gyrating his hip with bitches, pointing at him, it was like a cringe fest, low key. It was cool, but it was like cringy at
Yeah, it
certain points.
wasn't
I'm like, oh,
trash
I
what
see
people
why Lucci
initially
like
thought.
this. This shit funny as hell. So it was
It is,
just,
yeah.
and I
It's a
feel like
funny
they
ass.
had too many enemies. One made like two of them kind of made sense, and I feel like also I was more let like people was more let. I remember going to the movie seeing that. And I remember people were more let down about the Venom situation than about the Phoenix situation because, like, we just like, hey, it has still impacted because what she did, what the fuck she was doing. I don't know. That's just from
I
my
agree.
experience. The people I
I'm
was
not gonna
around
lie.
growing up and shit.
Yeah, people did shit on X3. I actually enjoyed it, man. I
Yeah, when
enjoyed it.
Magneto moved the bridge and shit. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
wild.
that
Like,
shit was fire. In my opinion, it is better than Spider-Man 3. I enjoyed Spider-Man 3 too. It wasn't terrible, but obviously it wasn't as good as the first two. But 1 and 2, man. Spider-Man 1 and 2, man. It does
I
a
don't think
lot for me,
Spider-Man
man.
2 can fuck with X-Men 2 though. Now that first one is a little closer. X-Men 2 was that shit. That shit was dope. Lloyd had the whole story with Wolverine. You
I
know what I'm
think I
saying?
don't know what
How
it
it
is about
ended,
the first two.
the starting was fire. The whole White House scene with the fucking what's the dude's name? Nightcrawler, and then you got the
Nightcrawler.
whole
Yeah.
then like even the ending part, how it ended, trying to lead it up to the Phoenix part, third movie. You got the whole Wolverine story with him going down where they went, him fighting Lady Deathstrike and shit. I don't know, man. The second, cause like me, that Spider Man cool. It's just I ain't like Doctor Octavius. I mean, he alright, but I just feel like he's never really
I don't care for
cool.
Doc Ock as a villain, but
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
dude who
saying. As
played
a
his
villain,
character, he played the shit out of him. Like my thing is, what helped Spider Man with the first two, the action sequences, the CGI, the special effects, they're really fucking good, man. Even for its time, it still stands up to this day. That's where it really gets me. X1 and 2 and 3 still holds up really well too. But it's just something about them fight sequences, man, that I really fuck with in the first two, especially the spicy. The first one, you had the fight scene between him and Green Goblin. That was amazing. Then, the scene where, Spider-Man, basically keeps he basically keeps the train from going over the fucking the water and shit. That
Yeah.
shit was fire. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a lot of memorable scenes, man. But X1 and 2 had a lot of memorable shit too. That's the
X2 when he was fighting Lady Deathstrike, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was hard. That shit
I'm
was
like,
hard.
yeah,
None of that is better than Logan.
what you said?
I
Logan?
mean, obviously, Hugh Jackman is like, I ain't gonna lie, he might be the best casting for a superhero, arguably, because he embodies Wolverine perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
they couldn't have
Best
found a
casting.
better character, bro.
That's a dope topic right there. Best casting for a
Yeah,
superhero.
he embodies Wolverine so well, man. Like, from the hair to the attitude, the demeanor, all of that. So I agree, Logan is a superior movie, but that's Sony, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean I can't do that, but I don't know, man. Something about them first three Spider-Mans that just it does something, man.
Not the third one to me.
Yeah, that's not the
Yeah,
third one.
obviously, yeah, not the I fuck with the third one on some funny shit, like on some,
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
yeah, like on some cringe shit. I fuck with it, but I get it. I mean, most people, I'm not gonna say most people, but a lot of people will argue that the Avengers from Infinity War, no, the first Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame are the best, some of the best superhero films, or arguably the best superhero films ever.
I'm not
Age
gonna
of
lie.
Ultron, Age of Ultron was ass. Like, that shit
Yep.
wasn't good. So people don't really mention that.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
really
them,
pay
them
much.
three, I ain't gonna lie, it may not be a lot of superhero movies fucking
Yeah.
with them
I'm
three.
not gonna lie. I fell asleep during Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron and Winter Soldier and Black
You
Panther.
fell asleep during Winter Soldier?
What
Winter
the
Soldier
hell?
was fire. You bugging on Winter Soldier, bro.
I
I
can
was
fall
watching
asleep on
that
all of
bootleg
that.
like a motherfucker. And I'm with the girl. My friend's like, hey, what you watching? I'm like, oh, this
Bro,
is
the
Winter
theater
Soldier,
is
bro.
dark, it's cold, you have a coat on. It's easier to fall asleep. Leave me
I
alone.
mean, yeah, I understand. You're gonna
What?
have to keep your
Nah.
eyes open, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You
I know
gotta
the best
keep your eyes
casting.
open, brother.
The best casting for like Spider-Man, as an
Doc Ock was
overall,
good.
is Tom Holland. But as
Doc
Spider-Man,
Ock.
just huh? No, I'm talking
Doc
about for like
Ock,
as Spider-Man, not
Oh,
Doc Ock.
okay, okay.
Spider Man. Tom Holland,
Doc
I
Ock,
agree.
yeah, Tom Holland, Doc Ock his thing, but then like you just think you're talking about Spider Man. I would say that Andrew do. I feel like just as Spider Man, he did Spider Man really good. But his Peter Parker was
Yeah,
what
I
it what
agree.
threw me off about him. Somebody said it, and I was watching a video that they said like his age, like was him naturally, who he is, how old he is, kind of like didn't help with the Spider Man.
I
I think
agree.
he was the oldest. He might have been the oldest out of all of them.
Yeah, to me, the first is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. The second to me is probably William Defoe as Green Goblin. That nigga
Oh
bodied that.
yeah.
He bodied that shit badly. Like,
Let me ask y'all a question. What was people's problem with Storm as Halle Berry as Storm? They thought she was trash, or was like I think she was supposed to be better.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, now, this new generation, man. They do feel like because Halle Berry's mixed, they could have gotten a traditional
Somebody with
actual.
they want somebody to be
Yeah,
more
not
active
only
because
was
she
she
from
mixed, but
Africa.
she
Yeah,
was American. They could have had an actual African woman play Storm. That was a critique, and then her being mixed, that didn't really help. And some people don't consider her acting to be the best in them films. Like it was kind of average. Uh, I didn't think she was terrible. Maybe that she could have done better, but I don't think she was bad. I feel like at the time she was the best to play the character at the time. I don't think they could have found anybody else.
yeah. That
Like
I
who
don't.
else?
I was
Like
They couldn't
thinking. I don't
cast
think.
Halle back. You don't think they could have? Halle was
No,
a
he's talking about
as
like at the
Storm.
time. I don't think
yeah, at the
nobody could play
time.
Storm at that time.
Like who else could have played Storm at that time? Especially someone who was hot. I mean, you had people like Gabrielle Union, you had Sanaa Lathan, you had Regina King,
Nah.
um,
It
you
took
had
Gabrielle.
shit. Who else? Who
What
else was in
about
the
the girl from
prime? Taraji. Who else?
Columbia?
Who was about to
What
say?
what's
Lucy.
the chick from Columbia?
Oh,
Colombiana.
Zoe Saldana.
No, she too
Zoe.
light skinned. She too light
Too
skinned
light
to do
skinned.
it.
Yes, gone. Yeah, yes, gone with yeah,
Yeah,
she
I'm
was
just thinking
black.
about every black female actress at the time. I mean, Angela Bassett. A lot of people feel like she could have played Storm and killed
Yeah,
it.
I agree with that.
A lot of people feel
Angela
like she could have
Bassett
played
could
it
have did it,
very
but
Angela
good.
don't miss though,
but
man.
like
Let's
but
be
Angela. But
honest,
the thing
man.
is,
No,
the
She
thing
don't
is, the
miss
thing.
though, bro.
I'm gonna tell you about Angela. Angela, I don't. She could have killed it, but like I don't think she has the sex appeal look that's looking for her. Because Storm has she look old at times, like, but she don't can't make her too old. Like Angela Bassett get her soul, her aura gives off. I'm this old auntie. You know what I'm saying? Storm don't give off that type of. You
Mm,
know what
I
I'm
see. I see what you're saying, but around that time, she did do Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac, and she did have a
Yeah.
lot of sex appeal in that.
saying? About that.
Yeah, she surely did.
You
You
know,
know, take
No,
that
I
back.
ain't saying like that.
She
I
surely
mean,
did.
that movie came out like 2 years before X-Men came out, so I don't know. But I see what you're saying. She was relatively older. You know, I don't know how old is Halle Berry. Let me see how old Halle is. Um,
Hollywood. Shit.
and I ain't gonna lie, Halle
Had a baby
probably
at
needed
40.
that role. Halle needed that role at that time because at the time, she did another superhero film. She did Catwoman around that time. Like, and that movie was horrible. Like, she received worst actress for that shit. So yeah, she needed this role.
Oh
Like,
shit.
she needed that shit. So let me see how old Halle is. Halle is 57.
Wait,
So
who gave her
Damn.
worst actress?
she got a Razzie for Catwoman.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, she got a Razzie for that
Yeah.
shit.
But a lot of girls like that Catwoman movie though. I'd be like, let's tell everybody know it's Halle Berry, it's Catwoman. They don't care.
Yeah,
They
that
just say
shit was
like somebody
trash.
powerful
Yeah.
playing. Yeah, that
Angela
was
Bassett is
What,
about 8 years older, and she's 65. So around that time, this was like 2000s. They were both like in their mid 40s. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah, mid 40s or so. So yeah,
Holly 57, you said?
yeah, 57. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was
We
born
getting
in
old,
66.
boy. Boy, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. How old you thought she was, man?
what's
I
that girl
thought she
name
was
from
in her
Deliver?
40s, like late 40s.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, man. I mean, I
I
I
remember
can
think
see
she
why you
just
would
had a
think
baby
that though.
at 40. Like, she had a kid at 40.
Could
but
y'all
she was
imagine
already
D
a
Wade
grown
wife
ass
playing
woman and
Storm?
shit like
Yeah.
Jungle Fever and Boomerang and shit. So she was already in her 20s by then, you know. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But who you was gonna say body bag?
No, I was like, you right. And I think I'm the only two people that was able to play Storm back then. 'Cause I couldn't imagine Gabrielle Union playing Storm.
Oh hell no. She not even a actor of that caliber.
Yeah, I
You know
don't
what I'm
think so.
saying? To play someone like Storm anyway. Like,
I agree with y'all when y'all said this. When I was watching the newer X Men, when the newer X Men, what's her name? She played Mystique, not the first lady that played Mystique. She was fired.
oh, I know who you talking about.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. I understand why they cast her so she can tell the story about Mystique a little better, but I don't really like her.
The original John played Mystique. Yeah, she's a much better actress. I forgot. Oh, her name is Famke Janssen. Yeah, Famke Janssen. And she's been in a couple movies. I'm not gonna lie. She was in The Faculty. Um, what else did she do? She was in Goldeneye, all other type, Deep Rising, all type of shit, man. Yeah, but so Lucci, man,
Yeah.
you got any arguments for this brother? You know, niggas saying, man, the X Men movies was better than Spider Man joints, man.
Oh man, nah,
Yeah.
bro. We not gonna do that tonight because we ain't got everybody in yeah. But yeah,
No, no, he's
I'm definitely gonna start
I
digging
mean,
this nigga
listen, I
grave,
already got
man.
you. I
I'm gonna
already
put
got
this
you on the
nigga in the
third one.
graveyard, man.
No, he was busting with that third one. We got him tonight. That
Nah,
third one ass. We just
the
if
third
we
one is
go to the
ass.
that third
What?
Spider Man kind of it ain't better than that third X Men. It's not. It's just me, man. It's not. It's just
I
not.
fuck with the
Go
third
back and
one, but
I
yeah,
know
Got
why
more
you like it
classic
because it's
moments in
cringy
the
as
third
fuck.
one, bro. Come
You said
on, man.
what?
We got way more classic moments in the third one.
No,
I
you
still feel like
don't.
two was better. When
What you
Peter,
got?
man,
Him
turned to
gyrating
evil,
his hips down
man.
the street, fighting a Sandman.
What
That don't equal up to
you
Magneto moving no damn bridge. I know that. He got.
saying?
We had one girl. She done killed Charles Xavier and made him explode. I'm like, damn.
Oh man,
This
yeah, that
nigga
was
done pushed
fire.
this
I give him
bitch.
that. That was fire. That
Like,
was fire.
I don't
That
even
was
know you
fire.
anymore, Peter. I remember watching that. I watched that movie not too long ago, bro.
That
I
was
was like,
fire.
let me watch this movie
I
so
give you
I
that.
know he's gonna say some shit. That
What,
second one
what,
I
what
got
which one
like
was that? That was three when
that was three,
Xavier
yeah.
died.
Oh yeah, and then like yeah, and then no, oh yeah, that was three. That was Xavier died.
yeah,
And
that
another
shit
thing
had
I didn't
me
like,
emotional, man. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah,
yeah, I ain't
yeah.
gonna, yeah.
I
I didn't
felt
really
that
like
too.
how
I'm
they
not gonna
did
lie.
Venom either
Pause.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
when
'cause
he
Venom is
died.
fire to me, but I just didn't like how like when Venom put on the suit, his voice kind of changed. Eddie Brock and his voice didn't change. Another thing about that movie, Eddie Brock was kind of on the slim. He was like slim cut, like he supposed to be stockier than that, and he used to talk way more trash to like Peter Parker. Like I ain't really, I feel like
Yeah, the
they
nigga
did
who played
bad on that.
Venom, like
Yeah,
that was
that's
Topher
what.
Grace and shit. He was from,
Yeah,
the nigga from that '70s show. You know,
that wasn't good.
yeah, he didn't really embody Venom like I initially thought he would. Skinny ass white dude and shit.
Yeah, it's like the
Uh,
brother who played Sandman should have been Venom, like body wise. That's
Yeah,
kind of how
yeah,
Venom is kind of built.
he could have played. He could have played Venom. Or they could have. I wish they would have just kept Sandman out and maybe like pick Carnage in the movie or who was that? Or maybe the Hobgoblin. I was
the
thinking
thing
that's what
is,
I thought when it
they
first
were
came out. I thought it
supposed
was
to
gonna be
film
Green
another
Goblin
one.
and Hobgoblin.
Another what?
They were supposed to do Spider-Man 4, and then they were gonna do a Venom movie by
Hmm.
itself, but all of that shit got canceled. I guess because of how this film wasn't well received. Spider-Man 3 wasn't well, so it kind of changed the trajectory of the films, I guess. And so they just scrapped the movies altogether and shit. Um,
It, it was the highest grossing Spider-Man though. Like
That's
I
I don't
because
mean, yeah,
I
understand
mean
why
that's
it
because
didn't.
the demand of wanting to
Why?
see Venom, and then they're like, well, we go
Nah,
in there
we
and
not
see.
doing that, bro. That's
Yeah,
because what
no,
we
but
did on two, man. Like how yeah.
yeah, that's what happens. The same
man,
thing
the way
happened to X
Luigi be
Men.
saying
The X
we like
Men did.
Spider,
X Men had that second movie was fire. They ended it with Jean Grey eyes turning red and shit. Brought Phoenix back, but then people didn't really like the. See, it was the thing about Spider Man. I feel like if they would have just focused maybe on Venom a little bit and maybe I think that Sandman shit kind of fucked it up in the casting.
I don't like
Like you
X
could.
two ops, like the ops on X two. I didn't like Striker. I didn't like that guy.
No, but that's part of his story though. That's how Wolverine got the metal bones and all the whole lab and the shit what he was doing with the mutants and shit. I know you don't really
I
fuck with him,
understand.
but that's really the story.
I
I
wanted to
can't.
see like a mutant or something that they really was like apocalypse or something like. I would have
Oh
rather,
yeah, that's
yeah, like
2015.
him
They
being
did that way
like
later, and that movie wasn't good.
yeah.
That movie was cool. It
What
wasn't
that
like
was First Class? Y'all didn't like First
no,
Class?
no, no.
First
First
Class was
class was you said
fire.
Apocalypse. They got an X-Men Apocalypse came in 2016. First class was cool. Then they had Days of Future Past. I think made the most money. It was actually pretty good.
That
You
shit
had a
was
mix
fire.
because you
So
had
what's
a mixture of both of them, like the newer cast and the older cast.
Mm-hmm.
hold up? So what X-Men was Apocalypse was on? That was first wasn't that wasn't First
It was just
Class?
called no, it was just
Nah,
called X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
got his
I
own
feel like
thing.
he should have been on one of the first ones, bro. Like, cause he was a big
No,
ops
I feel
man.
like he should have probably been on that third one maybe a little bit and
On the
had
third
but
one,
but Phoenix no see that's they couldn't do that because in the show I don't think when they
but
incorporated him
Striker, man,
he wasn't around when Phoenix was around. He would have got bodied.
Striker just wasn't that guy to me though, man. I think that's the only thing I didn't like about X2 was the
Striker. You
yeah the
you
villain.
didn't like
I
maybe
didn't
you didn't
like.
like the casting for Striker.
I just didn't like. Nah, I just feel like because I was thinking I was gonna see Apocalypse. That's one of those brothers. I didn't like a regular human being
Oh.
running around this motherfucker with no mutant powers. Like and you the ops.
Oh,
Like
okay.
nah, man, get your ass out of here, man. You should have been dead, man. First 30 minutes, they should have took you out, bro. On the real, I don't even put in that movie. That's the only thing I didn't like
No,
about it. I'm telling
yeah,
you, I didn't
yeah.
like
I
that. I
think
didn't like
Magneto
him
would
being
fit that shit though. I like that entrance though. I think because they did break Magneto out and because he was in a plastic jail cell and then like he took the
a.
blood out of dude's body. He said he had too much iron in his blood and he turned his blood into metal and killed him with it. Floated out the prison. That shit was kind of different. Magneto low key might have been the best character in all the movies. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, but none
Besides
of them niggas
Wolverine.
ain't fucking with Doc Ock, man. I told you that.
Ah,
Doc
nah,
Ock
nigga,
was
you can't say Magneto ain't fucking with Doc Ock, man. Magneto killed Doc Ock.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, Lucci. Kill that tentacle nigga, man.
Yeah, kill him with his
Stop
own
that.
arms.
Man, he
Man,
was,
Doc Ock
man.
was powerful, man. I know y'all brothers don't want to give it up, man, but man,
That nigga was
Doc
just smart, man.
He was just
Stop that,
smart and
brother.
built a suit. Like he
Ock
take that
brother
backpack off,
lost
it's
his
over
wife,
with.
man. It was over with, man. It was time to
Nigga
go,
lost his
man.
wife, got paralyzed,
Hmm
and turned into an octopus, man. Like, come on, man.
Hey, that's some
Stop
shit, huh?
doing that. Nigga turned into an octopus. Like, he could
Brother
just
was
help
trying to
himself
control
off.
the sun, bro. Like we never seen an op like that, man. Nigga was trying to control the sun, man. Like, bro, I don't know what he was gonna do with the sun, but the nigga was trying to control this motherfucker. What was his plan though? Let me can y'all explain what was Dr. Octopus plan when he get the
I,
sun in his hands? Like what was his plan though to
I
control the sun?
honestly
Like what was he
forgot,
gonna
man.
do with that?
Let me look at the plot for Spider-Man 2 just to see.
I
Because
really don't know what this brother was gonna do with the sun, bro. Like I was trying to figure that out. Like, god damn, like you trying to bring this bitch down and control it. Like, but what are you gonna do with it though?
I
Like,
think that's why I don't really I remember Spider-Man 2 being fire, but I think that's why I don't really remember it like that because of Doc Ock and shit that was going
have you
on. I remember
did you
Spider-Man.
see it on DVD?
What Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
I think I might have seen that one on DVD. I know
you
3 I
know
went to go see for sure. I
that
ain't
shit
seen
was
that.
fire, bro. How they just had him swinging from like swinging through the city, like before you press play. That should have
Oh
just be
yeah.
going on. Like, yeah, that was fire though. I'm not gonna lie. I
I
like how they did
forgot that
the.
he revealed himself.
Right.
Well, not revealed himself, but he basically, towards the end, when Peter exposed who he was and shit, like, the nigga basically killed himself. Like, damn, like, hey, man, I can't go through with this shit. Like, nigga just killed himself. Like, oh, I mean, what the
Yeah,
fuck? You did
yeah.
all this bullshit, man, for that, man? Come on, man. Yeah, that's Doc Ock, man. Nigga, man.
uh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
had
Oh,
something to do with his wife,
See,
though.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it had something to do with his
Ridiculous.
wife and shit. Something
yeah,
about,
but what was the whole point about controlling the sun? Like, I still don't get that. Like, what was the fuck you gonna do with the sun in your hand? Like I don't understand that. Like what he was gonna do with the sun.
It's some like it was some about a fusion reactor that went off and it killed his wife and shit. So he ended up using the same materials or shit to build up his suit. And I guess he
Mm.
wanted to I don't know, he wanted to he basically wanted to use the power of the sun to power up the reactor and shit, and I don't know, find a way to bring her back or
Oh,
destroy the
okay.
world or some bullshit like that. I don't even remember. But that's basically like what
That's
the
oh,
gist of it.
since you broke that plot down, I definitely got X-Men 2 over that shit. Cause
Uh,
Mhm.
even though he don't like Stryker, like it still makes sense.
yeah,
Like
we got better
that.
options. Your
What the
second
fuck?
movie, my second movie. We
No,
got
you
better
don't.
options
Okay,
over
you
here,
for
man.
you. No, I'm not letting you do that.
I got Doc Ock over Striker, bro. Like,
Nah,
come
but
on,
okay,
man. That brother didn't have
I low key got
nothing.
Lady Deathstrike over, and she didn't even talk, my nigga, and she actually has more of a
Mm.
story than that. And she was whooping his ass. Literally, she was
I
fighting,
mean,
fighting.
between Doc
That
Ock
fight
and
was
you know what I'm
dope.
saying, Lady Death, they're both on all time villain list. So
You don't think
Yeah,
Doc Ock was whooping Spider Man ass too?
he
Like,
whooped
what
his
the
ass a
fuck?
couple
We
times. Yeah,
gave it,
Spider Man.
man.
He
It
that's
was
another thing about Spider
what
Man.
up,
Spider
man?
Man be getting his ass whipped. Like in
Nah,
part
not that
three,
much. No, we're not doing
no,
that.
and no, because
Oh no.
in part three, I was just watching part three. We were just watching part three. That dude was getting his ass whooped in the beginning, like badly, like
he was
by
in the last.
Harry, and by
Hey,
Harry, he didn't even
hey,
had a
man.
full
Hey,
suit
man.
on.
Hey, man. Like,
He ain't even had a full suit on. He was
like,
half suit flying around beating his boy's ass, and then
hey,
like Venom, no, yeah, we already know what happened. Venom. Even Sandman was kind of getting with Spider Man for a minute until he came back in that black suit, and then the black suit kind of, that's the
yeah,
only time he
black
was
suit.
powerful.
Yeah,
He
black
turned
suit.
nigga.
Even on
Spider
the
Man was
TV
a
shows,
motherfucker.
man, Spider Man was
God
getting his
no,
ass whooped,
man.
man.
On the
Come on, man. Even
what?
on TV shows, Spider Man was getting Carnage was whooping his ass.
Yeah, he
Sandman was whooping
was.
his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Electro was
fell
whooping his
with
ass.
Carnage, bro. I don't. They that like Carnage should have been
Craven
one
the
of his
Hunter
first
was
ops.
whooping his ass. Like, come
Oh, I
on,
remember
man.
Craven and that vampire too. That little nasty ass vampire with
Morbius and shit.
yeah, he had like
So,
weird ass
who's
toes in his hand.
the nigga body bags on X Men that do the time traveling?
You
Time
talking about
The
travel.
black guy. He do the
Bishop.
time travel.
a
Bishop.
That's
Bishop?
Yeah, they
he's
never put him
fire.
in none of the X Men movies, right?
He got his ass killed, man, in like the first movie, man. He got his ass
The
smoked.
first movie.
Oh, wasn't he? Wasn't he in Day Shift? He was in that Day Future Past shit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he played by the African nigga.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that
They
was the
never picked
African
man.
nigga.
See, they
Mhm.
never picked Cable in there though, because you can't have Bishop without Cable because they came in a
Yeah.
cartoon. They came around the same time.
Okay.
I never knew why they didn't put Cable in the movies. I'm not sure why.
You know what? you know what? X Men got so many fucking mutants in their franchise. It'd be hard to really just. They would have to make a show out of their shit, like a live action show. That's what they should do. Make a live action show, like
There's so many
on some
mutants.
Gen V shit. You know what I'm saying? Not too cringy, but still adult like. Cause y'all got too many people with powers, and their stories linked. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a fact. But while we here, man, might as well close this show out. You know what I'm saying?
So,
'Cause knowing Lucci, man, he gonna disappear 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
now
You know,
I'm
then
here. I
it's
can
time to
close it
close the
out.
show
I
out.
was just typing. Let's wrap it up.
Oh
Yeah,
hell
man.
no!
You know what I'm saying? But
Good show
yeah,
though,
man.
man. We did.
This
We
is
had to
another
do it.
classic show. This was actually kind of chill. This is one of our chill episodes. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of back and forth, and but it was a classic nonetheless. We done got political on brothers, educational and scientific and whatnot. You know, but listen, man. Next week we definitely gonna be around for the shenanigans. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
debriefs,
We,
sophisticated sippers. Oh yeah. We gonna get back on the bullshit. Trust me, man.
hold up. What's the what you call Diddy? What's Diddy
Diddy
nickname?
Diddler
the
instead of the
The
diddler.
Riddler.
Diddler. Yeah, we gonna switch
That
it back
sounds
up to
nasty
Diddler,
as
bro, because
fuck.
the brother got some more allegations.
Diddler. Oh, you just found some new ones?
Nah, the brother got a third person, man. We
Yeah,
didn't
you got
really
a
go
third
into that. We
accuser.
don't know. We don't even
Yeah,
know what's
Diddler
going
got
on yet. But by next
got
week
a
we'll know
third
more
person.
details about, bro.
B diddler, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Brotherly love and whatnot, man. But hey man, listen, man. Shout out to Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega for standing up, speaking up, you know what I'm saying, against them peoples. We don't endorse or condone anything around here. We support them peoples, but we don't endorse the BS, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, hey man, B Diddler, man, figure that shit out, man. Figure that out, man. Figure that out, brother. Figure that out, man. But yeah, man, we finna get the hell up out of here, man. Is we pod?
Time is over, Robert.
Yeah, we're out, man.
Oh shit.